Hi there, Kathy. It seems to have ended just as soon as it started, almost.
Well, absolutely, Joanne. We're in there for roughly 15 minutes, if I'm really pushing it. But what happened is that, the state brought forth its case and applied for a postponement. They put their main argument for seeking this application for a postponement being that they haven't yet had enough time to actually assess the request that Malema's defense team has brought to them. They say the NDDP still needs more time to actually study this application and decide whether or not he's going to concede and actually withdraw the charges against Julius Malema. And so they've given an undertaking that they will have a response for Malema before the end of April next year. And so the judge then decided that he was going to overall postpone the case to September next year, along to start with the trial, because he feels that neither the state nor Malema will be prejudiced by this action, as the NPA has already said they would have a result before the end of April.
What's Malema's reaction been to today's proceedings?
Well, obviously, he's very disappointed, and so are his lawyers. They continue to see this as a political ploy, and right now he's addressing the hundreds of EFF supporters that gathered here for the court appearance, and he says as long as the state is willing to go on playing political games, as he puts it, they are going to use these court dates as rallies for the EFF, and so he's really urged his supporters to continue coming out in their numbers. Of course, the next time that the NPA actually decides on what it will do from here on, they will make a decision, and at this stage it's unclear whether or not they actually have to announce it in court, or they will just tell him about the fact that they've decided to withdraw the charges. That is going to be at the discretion of the state at this stage.
We're looking at some of the support that Malema enjoyed outside the court, and right now we're seeing pictures of Dali Mpofu, the advocate, of course, involved in the Marikana Farlam Commission of Inquiry that's looking into the Marikana massacre.
Well, you can imagine, if you remember, Joanne, about a month ago, he made headlines when he announced that he was officially joining the Economic Freedom Fighters as a party member, but he's decided to not be active in the leadership of the EFF, not assuming any particular kind of role. He says that he's just here to serve. He arrived here early this morning, and he was inside court, rallying up support, as we've seen him do for Malema, really in the last couple of weeks, since he's been very vocal about his joining the EFF.
Kathy Mutlatlana, thanks very much for that update. She's live to us from outside the Polokwane Circuit Court. In other stories, COSATU President Stumo Dlamini says those who want to leave the Union Federation should do so without delay. Dlamini was addressing
news that moves. ENCA.com.